around for decades. In fact, Marilyn Miglin was a beauty legend. She left an incredible legacy. She was a pioneer beyond her own wildest imagination and dreams. And she has this beautiful fragrance called Pheromone Breeze. It's making its debut here at HSN. This is the 3.4 ounce eau de parfum of Pheromone Breeze. And then we're also including for you today the 6.5 ounce body cream. This duo together is an incredible buy because it's only $42. Less than the price of either one of these products. You're gonna get both of them home. The FlexPay makes it $14 to get home. I have 600 or so of you that can pick it up. So let's dive into the fragrance. Kathy Wolf is joining us on behalf of Marilyn Miglin's brand. So good to see you.
Lovely to see you.
Happy New Year.
Don't I smell yummy?
You smell incredible. You know, the first thing that I get when you come near me is a fresh, light, clean scent.
You know what I said? One of the things about Marilyn, she always said for the woman who is not, you know, destined to follow the trends, she's destined to actually create the trends when it comes to fragrance. And this is like a warm summer hug. And who doesn't need that at this time of year? As we walk in these cold months and we want something that really kind of reminds us of the tropics, of summertime. And that's exactly what Pheromone Breeze does, because it has this gentle, warm breeze that comes across on this. The individual top notes, as we start this off, it has this lively citrus that you're gonna fall in love with. One of my all-time favorite fragrance notes in anything is pink grapefruit. I promise you, when you place pink grapefruit into something, it just makes it truly come alive. There's also a spicy, sun-kissed mandarin that's in there, and of course, orange blossom, which is that delicate floral. It's the home state of Florida. It's our actual flower. Then as you transfer into the middle notes, and this is where this fragrance kind of settles down. These are the heart notes. There is white jasmine. There is Dakota lily. There is Linden, which is actually a lime blossom. So again, kind of kicks up a little bit of that as well. And then the yellow honeysuckle. And it warms out to a really nice, sheer, rich, elegant sandalwood. And it's an Australian sandalwood, which gives it a lot of sexiness, but is also one of the most expensive ingredients to put into a fragrance. It's why you don't hear a lot of it. And you'll notice what we were just talking about, most of those individual ingredients are not in any other fragrance in the world. That's what Marilyn was known for, truly bringing the best of the best. She was one of my absolute dearest friends for almost 30 years, just truly just a love and light in my life. But this is one of my all-time favorite of her fragrances. This on Marilyn's site, for half the size, is
like $50, right? That's what I thought.
Half of the price. I was actually looking at it yesterday. So not only are you gonna get the 3.4 ounce of the eau de parfum, then you're also going to get, I believe it's 6.5 ounces.
6.5, yep.
6.5 ounces of the rich body cream, and nobody does it better than Marilyn at actually getting the fragrance into the body cream, because a lot of times you have to have a certain amount to really balance that out.
I was gonna say, all of Marilyn's fragrances have very distinct personalities, and then it mixes with your own body chemistry. I must say though, this is probably my favorite now, because it is the lightest, it is the softest, it is the cleanest. It has this almost like light floral, but a touch of that fruity juiciness, but almost like a powdery warmth.
Yes.
Right?
Great description.
You know what I mean? Very, like you said, like cloud-like, like it floats with the body. The fact that it's $14 for a Marilyn Miglin fragrance set is unheard of. 809061 is your item number. If you've never tried fragrance, I know it can be hard to buy fragrance off of television, and Kathy and I can explain to you, and we can go over the notes some more, but it's a personal decision that you have to get at home and try it. But once you wear it, it's whether or not you get those compliments. And Marilyn loved the stories about being stopped in the grocery store and being, you know, talked to at dinner. So maybe you just need a new chapter. It's a new year, you need a new fragrance. I love that it's called Pheromone Breeze. To me, that word breeze is exactly that. It's that deep inhale, it's that deep exhale. It's that moment of self-reflection, that moment of me and self-care. I think this would be a beautiful daytime scent, just something you wear every single day.
Yeah, if you're somebody who already loves the pheromone, let this be your daytime. Let it be kind of that little kiss on the neck that you're gonna have when you walk up. It's the fragrance that I think a woman will choose for herself. It's a really beautiful, elegant fragrance, for you. So again, it starts off with all those vivid citrus notes, which are nice and rejuvenating. It's that time of year. It's a new you, new fragrance. It's a very easy resolution, I always say, to keep. It's one that you can continue on. You spritz this on, start off with the fragrance each day. The pink grapefruit has this yumminess to it that is unheard of. Then the Mandarin has a little bit of that sun-kissed, kind of a little spicy fragrance. And of course, orange blossom, very, very delicate, very graceful. And that's what you were noticing. That's what kind of hits you right at first. And that's why you were seeing all of those things and hearing all of those things. Then the dry down actually is sandalwood. It's been celebrated for centuries as one of the most expensive and aromatic woods available in the industry, but it also has a really bright, fresh fragrance. What I like about it at this time of year, I think is so important because it's so cold outside and we're just like, there are some fragrances you can only wear in the wintertime, but sometimes there are fragrances that you want to put on that you just want to be reminded of the tropics. And it's not an overly tropical, it's not like a coconut or anything like that.
Scent.
No, it's not. It's just like summer, spring, lightness, just
fresh. You said
really
bright and fresh, which really stuck with me. I love that you're getting the 3.4 ounce of an eau de parfum. This is not an eau de toilette. This is an eau de parfum. So 1 or 2 spritz and you are good to go. It's gonna last you forever. If you love Marilyn's fragrances, if you've wanted to add something to your collection that's a daytime, light, effervescent, this is the perfect one for you. You get the layering body cream, which you can use on its own or you can layer with the fragrance. $14, you're not choosing, you guys. You get both of these for $14. I know we don't have a lot of these. In fact, because this is kind of like that new year fragrance, and I know a lot of people like to try new things, we only have about 562 left, and we just had a couple hundred of you jump into the ordering process. Remember, you have 30 days to try it out, and I love that. Because, you know, maybe it is, you haven't had that compliment in a while. You know, I love when, you know, Marilyn, when she started out making fine perfume, and she got essential oils from Egypt and Italy and Morocco and all these incredible places. It's that same pheromone base, but with this really light, clean, floaty, cloud-like.
It's a modern twist on pheromone, and pheromone's very elegant, 179 rare and essential ingredients in there. But what this does is this is that fresh, modern twist. So you know what? This is a fragrance that I could see my daughter wearing.
It's
where
very
pheromone
youthful.
may be something very much for me, this is something that she would wear, that I would also wear, that I could see my mom wearing. It really kind of transcends the generations. And Marilyn Miglin was the best in the world at creating. She was known as having the best nose in the business, which is why she was able to create such a legacy. If you want a value, this is not an eau de toilette. This is a 3.4 ounce, which is a jumbo size of an eau de parfum. We were only able to put this together just for Valerie's show. If you're thinking about Valentine's Day, or maybe you have a girlfriend who's going through a transition. I know for me, this has been a big year of transformation and transition. You want that new fragrance. That's gonna really make you feel good. So think about Galentine's Day, or I do gifts with my girlfriends after the new year.
Oh, nice.
So instead of doing the Christmas gifts, because we all get swamped and overwhelmed, everybody's like, I don't even know what to get you. I'm like, don't give me anything. We do something in the new year when something that just kind of makes you feel alive and invigorated, and that's what this fragrance is gonna do. It's gonna make you feel alive and invigorated, and those really yummy citral notes that kind of just open up when you first put it on. You're gonna love it. And then Linden and Dakota lily. I mean, these are not ingredients that you find in other fragrances. I truly find this one is really unique to the brand.
As all of her fragrances are very rare and exotic and special, there's nothing else like Pheromone Breeze. And I will celebrate you and all of your accomplishments. I mean, you go to Kathy's Facebook page, it's Kathy Wolf on TV. You can see what we're talking about. But I love that.
If you ever want to know who I am, and then you'll be like, who is she?
But you know, I love that you said that, because there is something, it's a clean slate. A lot of us like a new year, we make those resolutions, whether you stick to them or not, but maybe it's new love. Maybe it's self-love. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe you're a new mom. Fragrance does something that signifies chapters and seasons in our life. Maybe it's out with the old because you ain't wearing that fragrance anymore because it reminds you of you know who, and in with the new, right?
If it was his favorite fragrance, it's not yours anymore, right?
You're gonna toss it out. This is also something that no one else will really have, because it is here at HSN. It's such a great buy, and I know we have less than 500. In fact, probably every single one of these will be spoken for. Again, 3.4 ounce. Normally the 1.7, I believe, is about $50 on Marilyn's website. You're getting twice the size, and you're getting the 6.5 ounce of that very luxurious, same scent, oops, sorry about that, same scent on the body cream. And it's really thick too, which I love. So a little bit goes a long way. I like it's blue too.
I do too. And what it does is it also helps that fragrance to last longer. So when you hop out of that bath, go ahead and just put a little bit delicately on your skin and then spritz that on. You're gonna love it. Or put it on a little bit over the fragrance. But Marilyn always did a beautiful job at actually balancing out and getting the right amount of ingredients in there. And it's actually a particular percentage that makes the difference in why you can smell the fragrance. Because I've bought body lotions before with fragrances that I've loved. I've been like, I just really didn't get anything out of it. This one really does. But the notes again that are in here, starting off with all that fresh citrus of the pink grapefruit and the mandarin that is in here. It's really intoxicating. It's a little bit sensual, but it's also, it has sort of a strength and a delicacy of femininity that I think is really important. Something Marilyn used to say that she always did, and you can picture her doing this if you know her. She would have her umbrella and she would spritz the inside of her umbrella. So as she walked down the street, I'm like,